New rule, my friends who are actors must stop inviting me to their plays. The answer is no. I'm not busy. I just don't want to see your play. In fact, it's literally the very last thing in the world I want to do. If it becomes a movie, maybe I'll see it then. Not at the theater, but if it gets to Netflix, sure. Because you know me, anything to support the arts. New rule, if you can force a woman to look at a sonogram to see what will happen if she has an abortion, you also have to let her see a crying baby, a bratty 5-year-old, and a surly teenager to see what will happen if she doesn't. And you have to tell her it costs $204,000 to raise it until it turns 18 in 2028, where it will be a slave to the Chinese in a radioactive world with no animals, fish, or plants. Okay. New rule, stop comparing Charlie Sheen's mania to Gary Busey's. Take it from someone who knows both of them. They're not the same. Charlie acts like that after a Scarface-sized mountain of cocaine. Gary Busey acts like that after yoga. New rule, don't be a dick when you're dead. There's been a rash of obituaries in Texas papers lately that say, in lieu of flowers, please send money to anyone running against Barack Hussein Obama. The bad news is that the hatred for Obama is so deep, it runs even beyond the grave. The good news is it proves his death panels are working. New rule, since nobody reacts to car alarms anymore, stop putting alarms in cars. Face it, at this point, car alarms are like Glenn Beck. Annoying, pointless, and everyone's finally learned to ignore them. When I hear one, my first thought is, please God, I hope someone is stealing that car so they'll drive it away from my window. New rule, it's okay for AT&T and T-Mobile to merge just so long as they retain the individual qualities of each company. Frequently dropped calls and phantom charges on my bill. Also, they must develop an app that tells the chick texting in the car in front of me that the light has turned green. New rule, now that the movie Battle Los Angeles has shown us what hostile aliens can do to a city, conservatives have to admit that maybe Mexicans aren't so bad. New rule, no more communal tables at restaurants. Would you mind sharing the communal table with our other guests? Yes, I would. Because this is a restaurant, not a minimum security prison. There's a time and a place for sharing a table with a bunch of strangers. The time was 1965, and the place was my first day of school.